welcome to my channel. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much for coming back to see this week's video. And if you're new, welcome. I am Bethany Shanae, and my channel is dedicated to documenting my journey to lose over 100 pounds through diet and exercise. I post every weekday, including weekly update videos every Monday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. So if you enjoy this video, please make sure you like and subscribe. It will help me and my channel out so much. This is our week 1 update for the February dairy-free carnivore challenge. Say that 3 times fast. I have put timestamps in the description box below if you'd like to jump to a particular topic in this video. And quick disclaimer, I'm not a nutritionist or medical professional in any way. This is not medical advice. I'm only sharing what I experience on my journey to get healthy and any tips or tricks I find along the way. I'm trying a new process for this video. My first few videos were fully unscripted. I was really trying to keep the videos more conversational and relaxed. However, I felt like I missed out on a lot of information or forgot certain points or ideas I wanted to share. So for the most recent videos, I have written scripts throughout the weeks to include any points I needed to share. I feel like this helped the videos be more cohesive and it shortened them time-wise, but I felt a bit robotic. I really want my personality to show more on my channel. I have a big personality, and although it's not everyone's cup of tea, it is me. So for the first half of this video, I've written information down into a script, and towards the end, I will share myself and my experience with you more freely. In that portion, I'll go over what I ate, how my steps went, and what changes I've noticed. This is just a trial for how to format the video, so if it's not working, I'll try another way until I get it right. But let me know down in the comments below at the end of this video, do you like the videos fully scripted? Did you like not scripted at all and longer? Or did this video work for you? After all, this is my experience, but this channel is to share it with y'all. All right, now that I got that little update out of the way, let's get into the weigh-in. As you saw at the beginning of the video, I am up 0.6 pounds from the first of the month. I will say I was 270 on Wednesday, and today's Saturday. So I had 6 bites of Chinese food that was stored in the fridge and had fallen out when I was getting something. Most of it spilled and only 3 bites were left in the container, so I felt bad just putting 3 bites back in the fridge. So I said, screw it, I'll eat it. Honestly, I was already really hungry, and I was literally going in the fridge to cook something to try to keep myself from craving, but it didn't really work in that sense. But I don't feel bad about it. I stuck to my plan the rest of that night. I almost binged and bought some pink frosted cookies from Walmart, but I made it out of the store with just the butter and tea I needed. So I'm really freaking proud of myself. That's a major improvement. Had this been last month, I would have got the box of cookies. I would have ordered more Chinese food maybe, and I would probably got a pint or something to sip on, if you know what I mean. Now, before I get a little more personal with you, I do want to share what happened. I was not successful in my pursuit to not drink alcohol. Granted, I wasn't taking a bunch of shots. I was still consuming alcohol. I drank alcohol twice since I recorded the January review a week ago. And I had the few bites of Chinese food that I mentioned last night. But other than that, that was it. No sugar-free chocolate, no stevia or sweeteners. And I was successful at not consuming any dairy except butter so far. And honestly, I'm feeling great. I'm not craving dairy at all, and I noticed my cravings for sugar-free chocolate have almost completely left. I will say though, when I'm stressed or emotional, I do crave sweets and a stiff drink. Moving into the next portion of the video, I did take some notes I wanted to share or discuss with you. So hopefully I can keep it to less than a minute per topic. First, I want to talk about what I ate. Honestly, I ate a lot of pork this week. I made a pork roast, which I think I'm going to do weekly. I just throw it in the crock pot with some stock, some salt, pepper, a little bit of garlic powder, and I cooked it overnight and shred it up, stick it in a Tupperware, and take it to work, leave it in the fridge. I also took to work a bunch of hard-boiled eggs, and I also bought pork steaks. I am so shocked at how well these pork steaks have came out every time I cooked them. I normally have a hard time cooking pork chops unless they're smothered. And pork steaks are very similar to pork chops. But I actually really enjoyed them. I had them for dinner almost every night this week, and I think I'm going to get more. Honestly, pork is cheap. I'm actually about to record a budget video for you guys, so there's probably going to be a lot of pork in it. But yeah, it's been delicious and I'm feeling great, so I'm not really upset about it. I did have a little bit more beef belly that I had left over. Oh, I also made every morning I had scrambled eggs with sausage in it. So this week was really pork heavy. I would like to incorporate more beef, but it's really going to come down to if there is beef on sale. Oh, I also had a lot of ground beef as well. I had a couple of pounds of ground beef this week. And I think I ate about 2 sticks of butter. So a lot less than a lot of other carnivores have, but that's still, inching up into a lot of butter for my lifestyle and what I'm used to. Next, I want to talk about exercise and my steps. So before I get into this, let me just clarify. I did have my workout clothes and my gym bag packed Sunday night, and they were packed and easily accessible for me every day this week. I did not go to the gym once. This morning is Saturday, the 10th, and I just went to the gym for the first time this morning. Now, what had happened was honestly, I've been sleeping great. I have been sleeping so well and through the night, and my alarms would start going off, and I would wake up just enough to turn them off and go back to sleep. Like I would say, okay, great, I get to go to the gym. And I would just I'd try to open my eyes and be like, oh no, I'm still exhausted. I did walk the dog twice this week. No reason why I didn't other days. Honestly, I've just been trying to get my whole setup for YouTube. If you notice, I'm in a corner of the garage, which my dad turned into a man cave. I love my dad to death, and he is allowing me to take over a corner, a little bit more than a corner. So I've been, getting little things here and there and setting things up and spending a lot of time doing that after work. And I've just not exercised as much as I should have. I didn't hit my step goal most days this week, and I've learned that if I hit my step goals and don't drink alcohol, it won't matter if my fat percentage is between 65%, either 65% or 73%. I thought that percentage was going to make the larger difference in the weight loss. Honestly, I've learned that it is my don't consume alcohol and hitting my step goal. Even if I'm not doing weight training, hit my step goal. If I don't do those two things, like if I drink alcohol and don't hit my step goal, I'm going to gain weight the next day. Granted, of course, it's probably water weight. It's still an up on the scale. And yeah, so I'm learning also that if it's really hard for me to wake up, my body needs more sleep. With carnivore, appetite and sleep are both 0 to 100. There's no ifs. There's no 0.5s in there, if that makes sense. Like, I'm either 100% tired and I need more sleep, or I'm well rested and I can pop out of bed like a trampoline. I'm either really, really hungry, or I'm not hungry at all. I no longer deal with, this is really another topic that I'm changing into. See why scripts are a little easier, they're a little more cohesive, but we'll keep going. For another topic, hunger. Like, before I was on carnivore, granted, I know I haven't done perfect carnivore. I'm not claiming to be perfect carnivore. I just used to get the feeling to want to eat. I would just want to eat. And it wasn't necessarily that I was hungry, but I just got this, it was like a physical sensation in my throat, in my esophagus, in my stomach, sometimes in my mouth. I would just want to chew and swallow something and just consume food. It wasn't, sometimes it was psychological, sometimes it was hormonal, sometimes it was physical, but either way, I would have those in-between moments where I really wasn't hungry, but I wanted to eat so bad. On carnivore, I don't have that at all, and I think that's really helped me stop binging, because I'm either hungry or I'm not. My brain can be like, oh my god, ooh, a bowl of pad thai sounds so good right now. And don't get me wrong, bowl of pad thai sounds great in this very moment while I'm recording this, but I have zero temptation to order it. I have zero temptation to find something like it. I have zero temptation to find a carnivore hack for it, because I'm not hungry. That actually leads me into my next segue, which is cravings and things like that. Like alcohol, sugar-free chocolate, and binge eating have been really hard for me. They have definitely flared in moments on this challenge since I started at the beginning of the year. And I find that there's two things, okay? One, I can get really stressed and overwhelmed, and alcohol's always been, I have really bad asthma, so I can't smoke a cigarette. Okay, I'm from California. I can't smoke weed because I got asthma. I can't even smoke CBD. All right, I don't know if I can say these things. on YouTube? I really hope I can, because that's gonna suck if this video doesn't go out because I said that. But I can't consume those things. So for me, it was always alcohol. People have a glass of wine every night after. A lot of people have a glass of wine after work every night. I would want a cocktail, martini or a vodka soda, you know, and that was my way to de-stress. Some people smoke a cigarette when they get straight out of work. I can't do that. So since I was younger, that's really been a crutch for me for my de-stressing. So I find that getting overwhelmed and stressed makes me want to drink, and it makes me want to eat sweets and break my diet and give up on it, and in that moment kind of pick a struggle. And fighting my diet and my cravings is not the struggle I want to pick. But I have found that if I'm starting to get stressed, or if I'm starting to get even the slightest bit hungry, to eat something that's high protein, high fat. Doesn't have to be a large meal. Like before I did this recording, I had 3 eggs and a tablespoon and a half of butter. That's not a meal for me, but I'm definitely doing better because of it, because I was getting hungry. And when I'm getting hungry, it's a slippery slope. As soon as I start getting really hungry, that's when all the cravings come in. So it's either stress or it's hunger. Those two, if I allow them to progress enough, I'm going to crave alcohol. Next, and finally, I want to talk about next week. Well, actually, today is Saturday the 10th. Tomorrow is Super Bowl, and I'm from the San Francisco Bay Area, so of course, I'm rooting for the Niners. I mean, that's not of course, but I love the Niners. And I'm really excited to see them play. I'm going out with my cousin, and I've decided if I want to eat off plan tomorrow, I will. Now, I'm also not planning to eat off plan, if that makes sense. But if I want to eat off plan and we're out somewhere that has something good, I'm going to have some. So either way, this coming week, I'm going to do a fast, not a no calorie fast. Okay, I'm either going to do a fat fast, which according to Thomas DeLauer, I'll link the video in the description below. According to Thomas DeLauer, is 100% fat, 1,000 to 1,200 calories, 0 protein, 0 carbs. And it mimics fasting. It mimics a 0 calorie fast minus the hunger. Or, so I'm either going to do the fat fast or I'm going to do an egg fast. So an egg fast, if you look it up online, it says 1 tablespoon of fat to 1 egg. I'm not doing that. That's a lot. So I'm going to do half a tablespoon of fat to an egg. Because when I make egg salad, I like 1 tablespoon of mayo to 2 eggs. That's just the ratio I like. Don't ask. And honestly, I like half a tablespoon per egg when I'm doing scrambled eggs too. Oh my God, it comes out so good. Oh my God. So whether or not I go off plan tomorrow for the Super Bowl when I'm out is really going to decide what's going to be the leading drive as to whether the first half of the week I do a 2 to 3 day fat fast and then end the week with an egg fast, or if I will just do an egg fast for the whole week. But either way, I will be fasting next week, and I think I'm going to try to vlog some of it. That should wrap up our unscripted part. I'm pretty sure I just added a bunch of minutes to this video. For anyone who's joining me on this journey as a viewer and hopefully subscriber, or as a newer returning carnivore, I hope and pray you're getting something out of my channel. I don't do this to have to look at my own face for hours while I edit and rewatch it. I do this because I really want to help others, and showing the reality of my journey has got to help someone at some point in time. I've been a viewer and subscriber to many people's health journeys for years, and one thing that helped me the most was when they shared their own screw-ups and how they corrected them, or even the hundreds of ways they tried and failed before succeeding. Sure, it's helpful to see what worked, but because we're all so different, I think it's almost more helpful to see the other options and failures. It's refreshing to be reminded that not everything on the internet is perfect, and I am definitely no exception. To wrap this video up, I want to thank you all for coming to see the first weekly update for our February dairy-free carnivore challenge. If you're not already subscribed and would like to see if I get this carnivore thing right or what ends up working for me to lose 120 pounds, please be sure to hit the subscribe button below. I do have that carnivore on a budget video coming out soon. I should actually be recording it later today. Anywho, I appreciate anyone and everyone who made it this far in this video. Please make sure to like, share, and comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and suggestions. I am Bethany Shanae, and I'll see you next week for our week 2 update. Bye!